Hi, I'm Greg from Second Thoughts East Yorkshire. Well, how are you going? How are you doing? Okay? I hope so. Chances are, though, that a lot of us need to have a boost right now. Some optimism, maybe a little confidence building. Yesterday on our walk around the village, well, I say walk, it's more of a limp really. But anyway, I thought how fabulous it felt to see all the lovely flowers in the gardens, and it gave me an idea. So to give you a boost and help you to help yourself, I'm going to give you a dozen red roses. Not actual roses, I'm unable to do that unfortunately, but a picture of them with a little message for each rose, and I'll go through them one by one. I'll pop up a slide of the picture of the roses and the messages at the end of this video, so you can keep an image of it to boost your self-esteem and think more positively afterwards. There'll also be a plan, but I'll talk more about that in a little while. So starting with rose number 1, the message is stop criticising yourself. Don't punish yourself for just being you. We all have good and bad points, but going through every decision and action you take and thinking, I should have done that, I shouldn't have done this, if only I'd said that, and having similar thoughts never ever help. So no ifs, no buts, they solve nothing. There's only one you, so love yourself. Rose number 2. The message is put yourself first. You'll burn yourself out running around for everyone else all the time. Have you ever heard the expression, you can't pour from an empty jug? If you neglect your own needs, you'll be no good for anyone. And you owe it to yourself to look after yourself. Take time out for you. It's really important. Rose number 3. The message is take a few measured risks. I don't mean anything rash or dangerous, but push yourself a little to try something new. And during the lockdown, that could be learning a new language, maybe trying to write poetry, sing a song, record it, try juggling. Whatever interests you, give it a go. There'll never be a better time for sure, will there? So try it. Rose number 4. The message is, and very importantly, you are allowed to say no. It really is important. How many times have you promised to do something? Then when it came to doing it, you couldn't face it, so you made up an excuse. Then how do you feel? Guilty? Like a failure? It's time for you to learn to say no. But it doesn't have to be harsh. It's fine to use a technique called feeling the response. All that is showing empathy first, a little understanding, and then saying no. It's much better than just bluntly saying no from the start. For example, if someone asks you to go somewhere for something and you aren't comfortable doing that, then you can say, I understand why you've asked me to go there, and in one way I'm flattered, but I'm really tied up at the moment, so sorry I'm unable to do it. Or maybe, I'm really concerned about being amongst other people right now, but I'll be happy to do it when the situation eases. Not only will you regain some control, but you'll actually become more reliable because then yes means yes, and there'll be no need for excuses. But you really need to stick to your guns with this. Rose number 5 is, the message is think positive. In any testing situation, think about who you'd rather have alongside you talking to you. Would it be someone who was optimistic and upbeat, who encourages you and is pleasant and supportive, or someone who is always downbeat, often even with their tone of voice? We all know someone who talks like that, don't we? You know, with a downbeat voice. Chances are that the people who have inspired you the most in your life have been positive and reassuring. Join them rather than staying in the doomy gloomy gang. Rose number 6 and the message is do a few things that you enjoy. We all deserve a treat, now more than ever, and it doesn't have to be a big treat. Maybe a long bath, reading a book, a bag of sweets if you can get them with your shopping, or sitting in the garden and relaxing, if you have a garden, of course. Rose number 7. The message is look for the good in situations, not the bad. Let me give you a scenario. You cook a meal and everything is lovely except the gravy, which is a little salty. Anxiety and depression make you then feel that the whole meal is a disaster. It isn't a disaster, and you aren't a disaster. It's a bit of salty gravy and the meal is fabulous. So keep things in perspective. Rose number 8. The message is stop comparing yourself to other people. Everyone is good at some things and really bad at others. Focus on the things that you do well, not the things that you can't do very well. Nobody's good at everything, and we're all unique. Rose number 9. This message is see your strengths, not your weaknesses. Following on from the last rose, really, this is all about loving yourself as you are. Einstein was a brilliant man, but I bet he was useless at juggling. John Lennon was a great musician, but I bet his Yorkshire puddings were absolutely awful. Just be you. Rose number 10. The message is focus on here and now. It's okay to think about the past, but the past's gone and we can never change what's happened. We can and we should plan for the future as best we can, but what we do have absolute control over is right here, right now. Try mindfulness. Have a look online for some details of it. It's all about grounding, and grounding is using your 5 senses to bring you back to here and now. Not yesterday or tomorrow, but to look at what's around you, to touch things that are around you, smell things that are around you, see things that are around you. Right here, right now. Rose number 11, and this one's very important too. The message is you have rights as a person. Now everyone has rights, and these include 1, the right to life, 2, the right to be safe, 3, the right to a private and family life, 4, the right to have your own opinions, 5, the right to have liberty, to be free, 6, the right to protection by the police and other services, 7, the right to believe in any religion of your choosing, or indeed in no religion if you prefer that, 8, the right to protection from discrimination, and 9, the right to seek justice. Can you think of some more? Rose number 12. This final message is identify what you need and go for it. When you think about your rights, and bearing in mind the other messages on the other roses, you can start to make a plan. And you can start doing that right now. At the bottom of this post, I'll add a picture of a plan that you can use to help you to come up with coping mechanisms. And I'll insert a copy of it on the slide as well, so you can see this. And you can think of ways to make your life a little bit more pleasant for the future. I want to acknowledge and thank getselfhelp.co.uk for the use of the plan. It would be great to hear from you about the steps that you're taking to improve your quality of life. Now more than ever, we need to be positive, be strong, and to help each other. Things will get better. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you like the roses, and go for it with the plan. I'll be back soon with more for you. In the meantime, keep positive, take care, stay safe, and good mental health. Bye.